Hi everybody, welcome back to Bobby's Bucks, and today I wanted to talk about a couple things. It's towards the end of April, and we're out here actually checking our food plots. In the back of our property, we have these small food plots set up, and they're kind of set up like kill plots where there's a lot of thickets and security around them, and deer like to move through and grab a bite on the way to wherever they're going. But right now, we're almost done with April, and we're starting to notice the wheat is really starting to spring, and when the heat hits, I mean, it gets out of control, and you can actually bale the wheat out when it gets too tall, and it's almost like straw. It's a straw replacement. But we try to actually feed our rabbits. We actually run a rabbitry here. We love putting venison in the freezer, but we also love putting rabbit meat in the freezer. They're right around the same nutritional value, venison and rabbit meat. And if you like venison, then you would love rabbit meat. And I really recommend running a rabbitry. If you'd like to learn more about that, I'll put a video up in the corner for you. We have a rabbitry channel that helps folks process their own meat. But today I wanted to talk about this really cool chest holster. Most chest holsters are $100 or more, and I found this chest holster. I'll put a link down in the description below, and it's right around $70. I think I purchased this for $67, and what a terrific holster to walk around and hike, and you have your hands, you can hold onto your camera, you can hold onto your phone, or whatever you need to do. Maybe you're grabbing a shed, but what a terrific holster. And you know, it's always important to have protection. You know, about 3 months after hunting season, we're able to go out and hunt cottontails. So if you're out doing some sheds or something and you see a cottontail right there, you know, I like to carry my 380. My 380 Glock is such a Cadillac pistol. This thing is so balanced, and I put a Hogue grip on it, and it's amazing. It's really light. So I mean, not everybody likes little guns, but you know, anything like a 9mm is kind of an overkill for a rabbit. But this is nice for, you know, wolves, coyotes, mountain lions. You know, you have protection, bad dudes. So, but this chest holster is amazing. I really wanted to share this. I'm really happy with this. I've had it almost a year now, and holds a magazine, and it's adjustable too, so you can put several different kind of pistols in it. But so really happy with it, and I just wanted to share that. So we're out checking the food plots. We frost seeded some alfalfa and some clover, so we're just out here to see if it's coming up yet, and I don't see any. It still looks like the wheat, and the wheat really does start to get out of control this time of year, and we'll try to harvest as much as we possibly can until we finally end up cutting it down and planting either our buckwheat, our peas, beans, and oats, or our brassica blend. So this year we're also going to plant Jerusalem artichokes. We're going to plant some vetch. So the deer will really have just a buffet of food. So I'm really excited about this, but I say that every year, you know, this season's going to be good. As soon as the last season's over, just like you, I'm really excited to get into the next season. So we're out here just preparing, and actually I'm right by our blind that we put in a couple years ago, and we put this blind in because this was our west wind blind a couple years ago, where we had really good deer coming through during the rut, and we just didn't have a stand, and we didn't want to come out here and just educate the deer and blow all our hunts. So obviously we needed to get a stand in here so we could capitalize on that wind. And what's really good about private land is you can really create these paths for the deer. Where I'm standing right now is where the buck that we shot last December came through, and what's really neat is we did a video prior to that hunting video talking about how we were going to close the distance on shooting a buck with your bow or crossbow, and it was just a perfect plan. It came together, and really it comes down to, you know, creating security for your deer to make sure they feel secure. And if you have a deer that feels safe, more deer are going to come through more often. And that's what that video was about. It was basically just talking about how we set it up. And west wind is pretty much our prevailing wind, so most of the time we weren't able to hunt this property or where most of these good deer come through. So it's really important, if you guys ever have that situation, don't hesitate, don't waste any more seasons, don't keep telling yourself I should have, could have, would have. Make sure you are tweaking that property every spring, and even really the best time is right after the season, because you don't have to worry about spooking deer. If you'd like to hear more about when to scout for deer, when to, you know, shed hunt, and when the best time is, I'll put a video up in the corner for you. So So that buck has been buried since last November, since November 15th pretty much. I think it was a couple days after that we finally ended up burying. And then what happens is just the bugs will eat away all the meat and everything. Sometimes you'll still have some brain matter, and when you pull that out, you're really going to want to wash that out because it smells like roadkill. So you're going to want to start cleaning it and then set it out in the sun and let the sun start bleaching it. You may want to actually boil it if you haven't boiled it yet. That gets some of the extra meat off and really helps get some of the rest of that brain matter off too. Just be sure to put electric tape around the antlers and all the way up, about halfway up. That way you don't get any burn marks from the flames or the smoke. Nothing gets stained. So once you get it clean, you can set it out in the sun. You can also brush it clean with some what ladies use to, or even some guys use to bleach their hair. That highlight bleach, you can actually brush that same stuff on the skull of your deer mount and it will actually turn it white. So that's how folks get their skulls really white after you're all done. You know, also if you've ever killed a buck and accidentally broke the antler. Years ago, my son Brandon shot a buck, and it was a younger buck, and when we were handling the antlers after we sawed it off, it ended up breaking. So we had to repair that. And I'll put a video up in the corner if you want to learn how to put antlers onto a plaque, or if you ever need to repair 2 antlers or piece together 2 sheds, that video will help you. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for food plot videos coming up. We'll also be doing a lot of fishing videos this spring and summer. My arm is finally getting better after surgery. This morning was actually my first physical rehab. Super excited. Can't wait to feel better. So see you on the next video. Thank you so much.